Right, it's Tuesday, July 15th. I'm buying some Tesla 325 puts here at 10:45. This is here on the 15-minute chart that again, like yesterday, kind of gaps up, but then it sells off a little bit. Today we gapped up again to the midpoint of that kind of selling tail. Opening bar kind of moved lower, try to move higher, and now we're moving lower again. So I'm going to see if this one wants to just kind of test the lows of yesterday and the pre-market lows given this opening price action. And it's in this kind of gray area here where either the weekly chart is trying to move higher this week after that green bar last week. It took out the high, which is all it needed to do, and then reach its target, or is just going to be short-term broadening action where we take out the high of this little pivot and then move lower to the lows. You know, you can see here it's kind of in a choppy area here, and at the moment that means when it moves up, you know, it tends to reverse and go lower. When it goes lower, it brings in the buying. So I'm seeing this more as a potential failure area after 2 days to start the week, just given the way price is acting. And if I can just kind of get this little follow through here on this 15-minute chart below the open and below the pre-market range, then we could be taking out the lows of the previous day, and that would kind of confirm we could be heading down lower down here. So it's either one way or the other. I'm just going with opening price action here that seems to want to test lower here this morning, and if it can pinball, you know, to take out the lows of yesterday, that could be a nice move, you know, to the downside of this range that's been unfolding for a few weeks now on Tesla. So again, that's not great opening price action here. We could have some kind of red to green move that takes out the, you know, midpoint of this first bar, but if not, then it looks like we're heading lower. So I'm going to play the downside, but I know what has to happen here in order for Tesla to confirm that it's going to sustain itself to the downside, and it's still possible. We're just consolidating and going to move up as well. So if you get stopped out of this trade, I'll keep the weekly chart, you know, more in context that we're trying to head higher. So it can go either way, but I'm just going with opening price action at this point that it seems to want to move a little bit lower.